Okay, I got a parcel. I just picked it up now. I've got a bit of a hangover, but I'm going to open this now. I won it on eBay, so let's get this open and see what's inside. So it's a graded action figure, loose, and we'll see what's inside it. I've got the box open and we can see what's inside. It's an action figure. It's not a Star Wars action figure, it's a Star Trek action figure. It's a Mego figure from about 1979. It's graded AFA 75. I mean UKG75. It's Star Trek Zaranite. Okay, so let's get this open and have a better look at it. This is the Star Trek Mego 1979 alien figure of the Zaranite. This came from the motion picture series. It's a 3.75 action figure. It's quite nice. It's got quite a funky looking head. It's got quite a nice design to the figure. And obviously it's contemporary with the vintage Star Wars action figures of the time. Quite nice looking. So this is the Zaranite. It's got a sort of gold belt there with some gold paint on it. A silver necklace with a huge piece of jewellery on it. Doesn't come with any accessories. Got some nice design on its costume. There's his feet. There's the back of the figure. Made in Hong Kong, I bet. Yep, made in Hong Kong. You can't see the Mego, or maybe you can from there, no. It's got a nice design on the back, and there's the back of his head. So there's 6 of these aliens in the line. They're all pretty tough to find because they're only sold in Italy and Canada. By then the line had died, the Star Trek 3.75 line had died. So they sold them in the US, Italy and Canada. Because I think Italy and Canada had paid for the figures, whereas the US hadn't. So these are kind of tough to find. Unlike the sort of Spock, McCoy or Captain Kirk figures in the line, or Decker and Ilya. And it says there Star Trek Zaranite 1979 Mego figure 75%, paint 75%, archive number, UK graders. So it's quite a nice looking figure. I mean, it looks kind of funky and alien like, so it looks really cool. Nice looking figure. As you can see, there's some wear to the face. I think there should be more silver on the face in the lower jaw. That's worn away, hence it only gets a 75. There's the hands. Hands look quite human. 6 other figures in this line, one called a Beta Guysian, so that probably would owe its naming to Douglas Adams, or is it Douglas Adams who wrote what do you call it? Hitchhiker's Guide. There's also the Klingon, the Megorite, and a few others. So there's 6 in the line, and they're all pretty tough to find, especially carded. And they go for a lot more than the main characters like Kirk, Spock, and all of them lot. So very nice figure. Really nice head sculpt. Could easily be mistaken for a Star Wars figure. A character from Bespin maybe. So 1979 Star Trek Zaranite. Really nice figure. Cool looking figure. Look at the figure. It's really cool. So Mego 3.75 action figure. And there's the grade, 75%. Star Trek 1979, so I'd have been 9 then. Great looking figure. The only vintage figure I had at the time was the 12-inch Spock from Star Trek the motion picture. That's the only figure I had. But this one's really great. Really nice looking figure. Shows its age. You can find these carded, there's quite a few on eBay at the moment, but they're quite pricey. Very nice looking figure though. Nice looking figure. Figure sort of reminds me of a sort of Star Trek or Star Wars creature, cantina creature, like the Walrus Man or the Greedo or something like that. Could have easily stood in for one of those characters or been in the cantina. Great looking figure. Star Trek the motion picture, Zaranite from Mego 1979. By then the company was really doing really badly. They issued a few black hole figures which are really rare now. Some like the Star, the Humanoid, which must be one of the rarest figures going, and Old Bob, and then they released these 6 aliens, and this is one of them, the Zaranite from Star Trek the motion picture, and these are pretty tough to find as well. Okay, whereas the main characters of both movies, the Black Hole and the Star Trek the motion picture 3.75 figures, are quite easy to find, and they both did 12-inch figures in both lines as well, but the 3.75 figures are a lot cooler. And they also did some magnetic figures for the black hole figures as well, 3 of them. I've got the Mego Star magnetic figure, and that was only sold in Italy. Okay, so that's your 3.75 Zaranite from Star Trek the motion picture. Last look at the Zaranite from Star Trek Mego 1979. Really nice looking figure, UKG75. These figures, as I said earlier, were only sold on Italian and Canadian cards. So it's quite a rare figure. And yeah, nice line to collect, I think. Great looking figure. And certainly more affordable than rarer Star Wars figures. Okay, so that's a 1979 Mego Zaranite from Star Trek the motion picture. Okay, so cheers, bye. Great looking figure.